Hi guys, welcome into another day, another time, another session, another Wednesday where we create automations with CIQ live on YouTube. We test, we make sure that everything works, we make sure that we configure on the fly. So today it's another day to create the same workflows, the same kind of automations. And as usual, we are going to make sure that everything works as expected. Yeah. So we are ready. We are ready. You can invite your friends. Invite everyone. Today we are going to see a very, very smart workflow. So today we're going to explore the real power of AI agents. The real power of AI agents. So kindly don't move out. We are going to explore exactly what are agents, how can fire agents go. So this is the most complicated agents that we have ever built that can do any task. Make sure that you like, also comment on the live where you're joining from. I would really like to know where you are joining the live from. I would really like to know where you are joining us from. You can like, make sure that you like, subscribe as well. Make sure that you send that comment. Send that comment. I'm waiting for the comment before we begin. Where are you watching from? Where are you joining the live from? Yeah, you can just say hi on the chat. The chat is open for everyone. Yeah. So yeah, we are going to start in a few. We are going to start in a few. Setting up everything. Everything is ready. I'm going to show you the power of agents. Yeah, today the power of agents. And I promise you that the agents are working. They are really crazy. Really crazy. So say hi on the chat. I'm waiting for you guys to one person to say hi on the chat, and also one of you can share your emails. Then the. I'm going to add you to one of my premium workflows. That is premium. I'm going to give you for free. You can contribute. You can make it yours. You can clone. You can fork, or you can do whatever you want to do with the workflow. Yeah. You can comment, share your email on the chat as well. I'm going to share these workflows. So let me the workflows that we are working on today. Yeah. Yeah. This is my dashboard, of course. We are going to use Zira IQ to create these automations, And I'm going to show you. Yeah, there you go. So this is our agent. So this is our agent that we want to create today. And let me show you how the agent works. Let me arrange it first. I'm going to show you the power of agents today. Okay. So the agent really looks like this. The agents really look like this. It can trigger on a certain time. If it's today 9 a.m., it can do that. It can check your emails. You can connect now the agent. The power of agent is to think. Then you train it with your own kind of data set. Yeah, it's using another model. Sorry, it's using another model behind the scenes, but for sure. Hmm, let me place it somewhere here. So it's going to use another models, built-in models, but it's going to understand your models as we go on day by day, and then it's going to make sure that you have the best of the best agents that you can ever get. You can invite your friends. We explore agents and how agents really work. Okay, let's do this. So the agent here understand there's a memory where it's going to store some data. In right here, you can check it's going to store in a database called vector database that is incorporated with Postgres SQL. You don't have to think about this. You just need to configure. You don't have to worry about the technical part, the database, the models, and the rest. No. You don't have to worry that. So it's going to understand where it needs to do, what task it needs to do, then it can route these to specific people. Now, in context, this is how the agents work. In real work, let's say, for example, I'm getting, I have, for example, let me go to my emails. I have around 7 emails, right? So in these emails, we have one important email. One important email, we don't know which email it is. You can see these are unread emails. Now the agent, I can configure this workflow such that every time we have an email, it checks that email, then it goes through the agent. Okay, so the agent can understand, this is a customer, and this customer is requesting for ABCD. Okay, and customer is requesting for ABCD. Then I can route that email, or I can forward that email to specific people. For example, the Slack, if it's the sales team, if it's a notification on WhatsApp or Telegram, whatever platform that you are comfortable with, then it escalates that. Then it also escalates, also saves the history on Google Sheets. In long term, after 2, 3 emails, it's learning really quick. The agent is learning really quick. So after 2, 3 emails, now the agent will understand the pattern. It will understand how everything really works. So it understands, this person, Evans, is receiving this kind of emails. So the moment that I see this kind of emails, they need to be escalated. So it's slowly understanding what I'm doing, then it can do whatever task that I want. And stretch this agent further. You can configure it with your calendar, Google Calendar, whatever platform that you have. Then you can just basically, a symbol is going to your phone, texting the agent and asking the agent, do I have upcoming emails today? And what is the most important email meeting that I have today? Then the agent will check from the list of events in your calendar or meetings in your calendar. Then it will be able to tell you the meeting with the highest priority, and also it can do that. Another scenario is that, for example, I have this meeting, you are just done with the meeting, then you see these AI tech note as note takers that join into meeting. And then I need to schedule a meeting with, for example, I need to schedule a meeting with person X, Y, Z, or people X, Y, and Z. I can just go to WhatsApp and basically do what? Text an agent, create a meeting for Wednesday, 3 p.m. with, and invite this, invite person A, B, C, D, their emails, and then the agent will create or will do that task for you automatically. Now that's where the power of agents come to play. In real life, this is how the workflow looks like. So this is how the workflow really looks like. But when we stretch it further, now to make sure that now we can chat with the agents, you just need to see IQ. Then here, you see here the agents here. See this part here where you see the agents. This here, this part here, the agents. You just click the agent, and now you have a full, you see this is my history, then I can interact with agents. So whenever we are working with agents, we have 2 types of things that we need to understand. We have user memory. You see here, this part here, see this part here, where we have the user memory and stateless. Now this one is, for example, the user memory is the agent understands you. But if you want to ask something outside whatever the agents understands about you, you switch to stateless. So worry not, we are going to make sure this really works. We are going to make sure this really works in real life. For example, if it's a user memory, maybe let's go stateless. I can say, I can ask the agents, how many workflows? How many workflows? Very random, yeah, very quick. You can see the agent is really, really fast. How many workflows do I have? I have 15 workflows. I can click run workflow. Or on the other hand, I can tell run one smart workflow. I can tell the agent to run one smart workflow. And once I submit this agent, once I submit this, now the agent will run this workflow. In case we have problems that, in case we fall into any problems, like just writing a simple sentence just like this, in case we fall into any problem, the agent will tell you where the problem really is. So we can just wait for this, and now we can start building the agent from scratch. We can now start building the agent from scratch. So we can wait. Now, this agent is basically running a complete work. I've just told it run one smart workflow, and you can see this is the name of the workflow. Oh, there we go. Huh. Actually, see, I just told the agent run one smart workflow. It did the execution of that workflow that was already set. Then here's a friend. You can see we have okay. Oh, just see run one smart workflow. I just told it to run workflow, but it gave me some few things. Let's see. Hello there. I just ran a smart workflow, and there is the information I gathered for you. I just told it to run, but it gathered some information. I have an upcoming meeting, July 18th. Yeah, that's correct, because I have July 18th is yet to come. And this is the meeting link, very quick. Platform 6 p.m. GMT +1, that is Nigerian time. Recent summary. Okay, from recent emails, I have a summary. Okay. Key points from the email, a website, a mobile application. Okay. Now you can see this is the power of agents. This is how agents can really go further. Is this exciting? If it's exciting, make sure that you like. You can say that on the chat in case that whatever you saw, it's exciting. It's not things like what do we call it? OpenClaw. It's not OpenClaw. It's really built in um, workflow. And remember, I just had to choose stateless. It's not user memory. So the agent, this agent that answered, doesn't know me just from more data. Now, what if in case we had to switch from stateless to user? We are going to explore that later. We are going to explore that later. So let's just go ahead and create these workflows. Let's just go ahead and create these workflows. Is it free and open? Absolutely free. It's absolutely free. You can go check out Sira. Check out Sira. Let me share the link to Sira IQ. It's free. Otherwise, in case you want to get the free, the premium plan, in case you want to get the, what do we call it, the premium plan, let me get the link. Let me get the link. I want to get a referral link with, in case you want to purchase with 50% off. But otherwise, you can use the agent for free. Yeah, it's absolutely free. Yeah, make sure that you sign up with that link to get 50% off. Yeah, in case that will apply, in case you want to come to buy 1 month later, that link will still apply. So let's just create that workflow. Very easy workflow. So we just, I just clicked here. In case you are new, click workflow here. Create workflow. So I just want to create this workflow. And first of all, I'll just drag and drop all the nodes that I need. Drag and drop all the nodes that I need. So I need to schedule my, let me just check the scheduler. This scheduler here, you see this scheduler here. Otherwise, you can just search for scheduler. You can search for scheduler. This workflow, you just search for scheduler, you just type, and then you get these workflows right here. So search for scheduler. And first, let me save this. AI agents YouTube YT YouTube live demo. Yeah, let me save this workflow first. Should save. I don't know why it's not saving. Anyway, let me just quickly refresh this. Never mind, it will work. Flow, it will work. Smart agents. YT. It is saved. Let me just shade you again. Some small problems right here, no problem. Very small problems. I need this scheduler. Of course, remember that we are working with Gmail. Now I can take the Gmail. I can drag and drop this Gmail. Then I can drag and drop this agent. Then I can configure. So in case you want to configure, this one is really easy. This one is really easy. So to configure this workflow or to connect them, you just need to click here. I see this button here in CRIQ. This one to connect to the next one in the next node. So this one are called nodes. You can drag and drop this node. You can drag anywhere in that canvas. You can drag and drop anywhere in that canvas. Then you can easily connect to your agent. What other node do we need? We need router. It's called router. Yeah, we have two routers. We have email router. We have the router node. So let me share this router node. I connect it right here. I'm just connecting without configuring. I'll configure them later. So I just want to set up the skeleton first. Just want to set up the skeleton. After the router, I need to do what? I need to do. Let me select Telegram. We have Telegram triggers. We have Telegram. So in case you want to know what is Telegram trigger, Telegram trigger is where you can just go and text your Telegram and everything works. You can just text your Telegram and then everything works. Telegram becomes your agent. That's what we call Telegram trigger. But I just want the Telegram. The Telegram, I'm going to connect it to the second. I also need another app. I'm going to share the scenario. Slack. You can connect Slack, you can connect WhatsApp, you can connect Gmail, you can connect any app of your choice. I'm just selecting random apps that we have in Sira. Maybe I can select Google Sheets. Any random app here. Any random app right here. Then I'm going to connect to the last one. So let me explain what's happening here before you go to the last part. Now, the schedule trigger here, I want it to run every single day at 8 a.m. or after some time, every single week, every single occasion. Depends with what I want in the scheduler. So the Gmail, it will go to your emails, read, do you have any important emails that I need to know as the agent? Then the agent will do its work. Now, this is the agent that understands anything. We have no specific part to place this agent. So this agent, you can place it anywhere. You can place this agent anywhere, depending with the scenario that you are creating. Otherwise, you can check the templates. We have several agents here. You see these all these agents. You can check all these agents and then you can play around with them. So let's continue. Let's continue. Ignore that part. You can check the template and get the agent. So the agent now will keep understanding. Will keep understanding whatever I need to know. So you can see this agent. You can see when I click memory, can understand the memory, user memory. Ignore that. We are going to go deeper into each node. Then the branch is the router. The router here stands for things like if you find these kind of emails, for example, forward that email to the sales team, forward that email to the dev team, forward that email or that particular event to the CEO, to whatever manager. So that's how this router really works. We are going to define the content inside the router. So now these are the apps that we need. Maybe, for example, I need to forward it to the manager. I need to forward it to the manager. Let's say the manager is on Slack. We communicate through Slack, Telegram, Discord, whatever platform. Let's say the manager lives on WhatsApp. You can connect to WhatsApp. Depends with the application that you want to use. And here it's saving the status for whatever agents we are running. I just want to save the status. Now let's configure one node after the other. One node after the other. So the scheduler trigger is very easy. I can run once, I can run, you can see options. Recurring schedule. How did I open this? I just click this. Just click once, double click, whatever. I just click any node, click this node, and then it opens this part. So scheduler trigger, I can open this. I'm going to schedule trigger every single day. You can select any, see here, frequency, daily, weekly, monthly, whatever. So I'm going to select daily. This should be 9 a.m. If I select on time, could be any day. I want to run this really early in the morning, very early in the morning, around 6. Before I wake up, I need to know everything before I wake up. 6 a.m. I'm going to set that to 6 a.m. And it's going to start when? Start date, it's going to start effectively tomorrow, 16th. Effectively tomorrow, 16th. So imagine for that node, it's completely done. We are done for that node. We are done for that particular node. Guys, whoever is joining, kindly give me a like. Make sure that you like the live. Make sure that you like so that it reaches to more people. Make sure that you like the live session. Make sure that you like. It's really helpful. Okay, so after we are done, now we need to configure the Gmail node. The Gmail node, it will tell you connect in case you have not connected. Mine is already connected, so I don't need to connect. It's already connected. You just click connect, then it will connect. Otherwise, I can click disconnect in case I want to disconnect my Gmail in case I want to disconnect my Gmail. So make sure that you connect this Gmail. So in this case, I want to set up my Gmail to really understand some things. Okay. For example, I want my agent. Let me go to my emails. Let's assume all the emails that come from CRIQ are the most important emails. For example, I just want my agent to understand this scenario. So all the emails that come from CRIQ, maybe from a certain partner, maybe from a certain person, are the ones that I want. So I can basically copy that user email and go to my agent and configure from specific email address in case I want from specific email address. Otherwise, I can add as more emails as I want. Any email coming from this particular person, I can add all these emails, a list of 1,000 emails that I want. Maybe from certain teams, whatever teams that you have. Otherwise, it's not must you set that for Gmail. You can also set that for um, platforms like, let me see if you have any other platform, important platform. Otherwise, you can set that also for calendar. In case you want to set up calendar, you can connect your calendar and say, in case you have any events, whatever, understand that event and then give me the answer. So I'm going to set up that Gmail like that. Then I'm going to do what? I'm going to set keywords. I don't want emails from Sierra. I want specific Gmail. Let me find one email here. This one looks important. I'm going to mark it as a red. So I'm just going to copy this user email. I don't want to test with my own emails. I want to test with something different. So I can set some keywords like weekends. So you can set keywords here, keywords here, keywords here. So if I set keywords enter and then it's going to set keywords. I can look for keywords if I know any keywords. If I know any keywords to do with those specific emails, then I can do that. These emails come from keywords like, I found something unique here, Luma. You can set any keywords. I'm just setting some random keywords here. You don't have to set my own keywords. Just random keywords. They are the ones that I'm setting up. So you can see, just setting up some random keywords from this specific email. So let me mark this as 100. Yeah, so we have this email here that I want to keep tracking emails from this specific person. So let me see. So in case if you scroll down, you're going to see if we have workflows from these specific users. If we have these emails, you can see a list of prefetched Gmails or emails. This one is just used for fetching, automatic fetch. Let me just switch on automatic fetch. It will keep fetching new emails after some time. This one is working because it's coming from no reply. So in case I do away with no reply, then on my case I should, yeah, there you go. You can see a different email is appearing right here. So this one works. This one really works. You can add a list. It's not fetching that specific email, but from a list of emails in this particular agent, a list of emails in this particular agent. Now here is where now the setting up of the agent, we do the setup of the agent right here. Now the agent, you give it instructions. The agent, you give it instructions. As you can see for now, before we give the agent our own instructions, we have some pre-built or pre-typed instructions for our agent. In case you are really new into setting up agents, you have to worry when it comes to CRIQ. We have this pre-built or this input that you can change. So you just need to change. This is the system prompt. You just tell it, you are an AI agent inside the workflow automation system. Treat every upstream source as distinct merge whatever. Now you can set up this whatever this system prompts to whatever prompts that you want for your case. Anything, you just tell it, you're a smart agent, always go through my emails, and the moment that you go through my emails, make sure that you take the recent emails, the ones that are important, and give me feedback based on whatever emails that you see. Or for example, in case you have connected to your WhatsApp, go to my WhatsApp. Every time you get messages from XYZ, then always respond to those emails or answer those WhatsApp messages with certain messages or whatever reply. So that is the system prompt that you set up here at SiraIQ. It's already set by default for your case. So you can set up the model that you wish to use. For today, let me use OpenAI. For any user who is on free plan, they will have access to OpenAI. Otherwise, for you to get access to Anthropic, you need to upgrade your Sira IQ account so that you can access this particular provider that is Anthropic or cloud. So I'm going to set up there is a message. I can leave everything by default. This is a very smart agent. This is a very smart Sira IQ agent. It's really smart. It has been already been trained with data, previous data that understand, or previous models that understand users' behaviors. Okay, you can set up user prompt in this case. Always, I can just tell it, always try you think and evaluate before you respond. So I can just set up anything here. This one is not specific. I'm just then over here for memory scoop, memory scoop, you can set it to workflow, user, or organization. Workflow, user, or organization. This is what they mean. So this is what each means. So this is what each really means in this case. So for the workflow, means the agent is only that specific workflow. And what is a workflow? You see this workflow that we have just named it Smart Agent. That is the workflow that the agent will be tied to. It will only think and understand inside this specific context, right? This specific context. For user, like 20 different workflows. So in case I ask any question pertaining a certain workflow that is not linked to this specific workflow, you understand. Or the agent has the whole scope of workflows that I have. Okay, the whole scope of workflows that I have. That is the user scope. So for workflow, it's only caged to understand that particular workflow, and that works best based on scenarios that you are really working on. That is for the agent. So for the organization, in case, let's say whenever you are creating SiraIQ account, you created, instead of individual, you created as an organization. Then that will understand the organization. In an organization, for example, I have user A, D. Every user has their own workflows. Now it can understand the whole organization. So in case I ask anything about that certain organization, then that means the agent can really understand that particular workflow. So whenever you are setting up this memory scoop, you set up depending on that particular agent that you want, or according to the context or the use of that particular workflow, depending with the use of that particular workflow. Yeah, so that's how this node really works. Let me zoom out. So I'm going to tie this to workflow. Let me just tie it to workflow. So you can set up the memory here. You see here when you click the memory. So if I set it, see some magic here. So if I set it to workflow, that means the agent, you see this agent right here, it does not understand any workflow outside. Why? Because I tied it to workflow. And that's why you see agent memory is empty. The agent memory is empty. So, but in case I switch to user, then click memory, you can see it understands because it's not tied to this specific workflow, but from a list of different workflows that we have linked. So in case I tied this to organization, then memory, you can see I have no organization. So I have no organization. That's why it's giving me this error. No problem with that. It's perfectly fine. So let me tie it to workflow. Then you can see the memory is completely different. Completely different. And empty. Now, let's come here to the router. So the router, now it will understand. You remember the instructions that we said here in the agent. See here, always make sure that you think and evaluate before you give your response. Now, the response output you are going to trigger, or we are going to divide right here in the router node here. So in the router node here is where we are going to do some few magics. So branches means go instead of doing particular thing, just go to this branch, just contact the manager. That is what we are calling branches. Contact the sales team. Contact whoever needs to be contacted, depending with scenarios. Okay, depending with scenarios. So over here, so you can, everything is set to sequential fast match. Otherwise, we are going to set it parallel. It's coming soon. These are crazy features that are coming soon in Sira IQ. Sorry. So we have three branches right here. Branch 1, branch 2, branch 3. But we can see in our case, we only have three apps. We only have three apps. Let me close this. We only have three apps: Slack, Telegram, and branch 3 or otherwise. Let me explain what's happening here. It's a very complicated node, but once you understand it, it's very easy. So branch 1 goes to Slack, right? When I scroll down slowly, branch 2 goes to Telegram, okay? But when I scroll, I can see branch 3, see this button right here. This is branch 3, and branch 3 is not connected to any app. So I can do away with branch 3. Branch 3, I can just click here, delete. I can disable it, it's off, on, or I can click delete. There we go. And it's not, you can see it's not here working. But in case I wanted to add branches, you see these branches here, I think you can see them. When you scroll down, you can see a button for add branch. So I can click add branch, scroll down, add branch, add branch, add branch, add branch, as many branches as you can. In case I want to route this to go to a specific person or these branches, you can add as many branches as you can. So I'm going to do the necessary branches. Branch 7, no need. Branch 6, branch 5, branch 4, branch 3. I don't need all these branches. Otherwise, you can also delete branch 2 and remain with one branch. You can remain with one branch. For here, you can rename. You can rename anything. You can see it's no longer branch here. You can rename to anything of your choice. You can rename to any thing that you want. So you can rename that. It's very easy. No problem. No challenges when it comes to renaming. It won't affect anything. It won't affect anything right here. You can invite your friends, guys. You can like, you get up to there. If you have learned something, you can say, this is really amazing. In case this is really amazing, guys, give me a like. Give me a like. Also, give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up in case this one is interesting. If this one is really interesting, give me a thumbs up, guys. Give me a thumbs up. So, so far so good when it comes to that agent. So far so good. So let's continue setting up our agent. Let's continue setting up our agent now. Now, let's think. Let's think about according to the scenarios that we had. So let's think according to the scenarios that we had. So for branch one right here, in case, remember these emails that we set here, in case we get any email with certain keywords, like you can see here when I click here, let me see. I'm not sure if you can see this. You can see this. You can see this. Let me share again. Let me reshare so that you can see the whole context. I want to share my screen so that you can see the whole context of what we are working on, the conditions that you can set when it comes to these agents. So let me share. Here we go. So you should be seeing this now. Yeah, there you go. So if I click equals, so let's first set the condition here. Let me explain. Let me set up the condition here. Now here you can be a little bit technical, things like I want to write some expressions here. So in case the Gmail dot body, in case, so basically this means in case we go to inside the email, so go to the Gmail app, gmail.body, in case it contains keywords like for example, keywords like let me see, branch one, keywords like Luma, attention, no, what was the name? Attention, yeah, it was attention. So in case inside the Gmail or inside the email we have things like Luma or attention, then it should forward that email to Slack. Okay, forward that email to Slack. I can copy this, then I can duplicate this to the rest of So in case this contains, values like, now here, let me check one email from Sira. In case it contains things like smart workflow, keywords like smart workflow, in case it contains things like smart workflow, then, oh, no. That one won't work. I want something specific. I can use keywords like succeeded, like comma, succeeded. I just want to expand it to the agent to be more smart. The agent to be more smart. So in case in my email, Gmail here, in case we get any keywords like smart, whatever things, keywords like those, then that means the agent should, because this is branch 2. You see branch 2, it's doing or it's forwarding everything to Telegram here. Then go ahead and do that. Go ahead and forward that message to Telegram. Okay, let me open my Telegram web. I'm going to show you my Telegram so that we wait for the output right here. Okay. So as we wait for Telegram to open, it's going to forward the messages to Telegram. I think we are done with branch 2. Okay, so the third branch here where we have Google Sheets, it's meaning otherwise. So otherwise basically means a fallback. So in layman's terms, I sent you to the shop. Go buy rice and buy sugar. You only have 2 options. You only have 3 options. Basically 2: buy rice and sugar. But in case you don't find the 2, don't buy anything else. Okay, don't buy anything else, anything unnecessary. But you still have the option. In case I find sugar, I still buy sugar. In case I found rice, I still buy rice. But in case we find both, we buy both, and then we come back. But in case I don't find both sugar and rice, otherwise I buy nothing, I come back home empty-handed. So that's the same logic that applies to here. Otherwise, do what? Nothing. Otherwise, just show that nothing happened. And for here, I don't need to set the Google Sheet. I can set any app of my choice. Otherwise, it's not mandatory for me to set the otherwise. I can do away with the otherwise. In case I don't need it, I can do away with it, or I can disable it. In case I don't want to do, I can delete this logic, or I can still leave it open. Nothing crazy right here. I don't need it, I remove it. I need it, I disable it. So that it's another option, just exploring these options when it comes to these workflows. So I want to set up these apps right here. So let me start with the Google Sheets. The Google Sheets here, let me connect with my Google Sheets. Quantify softwares. Let me connect with this. I want to authenticate my Google Sheets so that I can send data to Google Sheets. Google Sheets connected. So I can connect to specific sheets. I can select the action here. The action here can be append rows. We have existing Google Sheets, for example. We have this existing Google Sheets that is full CRIQ agent. I can just append. Appending is just adding that in that Google Sheets. I can select the full CRIQ agent, then sheet 1. So I selected this agent inside my account, Google Sheets account. Then for here, I need to import variables here. I can select, so this is how I did it. Importing variables, that means the data is dependent on other node. It's depending on another node. Another node means it's depending on something else. So it's depending with the previous node. So I can add this, then I can select or, I can deselect or, can select or, you can select whatever you need to select or whatever you need to remove. So let me just select or, then I can import all the variables. I can delete whatever variable I don't want. Whatever variable I really don't want or I really don't need, I can delete. So we are done with Google Sheets. You can set up Telegram, and Telegram actions you can set to receive or send. I'm going to see send because this one is using it to send. So I can say, hi Evans, here is the YouTube Live agents demo results. Okay, if I set the results, I can set the results, and in case I want to get the results from the agent, maybe the summary, whatever the agent said, the summary from the agent, I can basically click to insert. I just need to read this here. So use variable like blah, 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 whatever here. So I can get the agent.output. Sorry, you just need to select any. You not just need to select any router dot output. Let me see the best agent.response. I just need to get the response from the agent here. Otherwise, I can select any I want. If I click here, you can see they are being pre-filled here. So I can do away with them because I don't need them. I just need to do the agent's response. Sometimes agents can be technical, sometimes can be okay. Here are the YouTube demo results. Here are the YouTube live demo report. What a pointish. We can do it. Let's ignore that. I can set that. I can configure the last node. The last node will be basically Slack. Let me connect my Slack. I have my Slack right here. Let me show you my Slack. Let me import my Slack. My Slack as well, it's here. Okay, now you can see. Let's see. Let's first examine all these agents. The last message that I got from Slack is 4:12 p.m. today. I think that should be around 30 minutes ago. Was the first response I got from the agent. Ignore the formatting. The formatting, you can format it later. The formatting you just need to set up. I'll show you how you format and get a better output, not this raw output. I'm going to show you how you get the a better output. So I'm going to connect my Slack. Any app. You can connect your WhatsApp, Telegram, whatever app that you need to choose. I'm just choosing the ones that seem to be comfortable with me. The ones that are comfortable with me, connect, allow. Hmm, that's too easy. See, connecting is very easy. Connecting apps in Sirike is very easy. Select fetch channels, send message. I'm going to send message to a certain channel. So from the list of channels, we have this channel. So if I go to my Slack, you can see we only have 3 channels or new channel social. So if I go here, we have all new channel social. So this might should be my new channel. I know it's appearing. So select all Sirike. Then the message here can be very simple. Okay, this is the anticipated. And as usual, because I'm using agent, I can print out the actual output from the agent. So I just need to select variables here, insert variables. Insert variables, I can select variables and I will have a drop down of variables. So I'll select that one is agent response, any response. I'll select the agent response. So in case you try yours, it will still look the same as mine. To look similar to mine, nothing, no difference, similar to mine. Yeah, similar to mine, no difference. There will be no difference. There'll be no difference. And imagine with that, we have a complete agent on Sira IQ. In Sira IQ, let me expand, let me just verify, node after node before we run it. So we have our scheduler set, Gmail set. We need to add this Gmail here because we added some keywords here for this agent. Let me fetch this. I need to add an extra Gmail here because now we want to get any email from SiraIQ. So in case we go here, Luma, Weekends of AI. No. We are yet to go. We are yet to go. I need to set keywords like successfully. Let me see. Keywords like completed ads. Just some random keywords. These are just random keywords that I'm choosing. Execution details. I'm just choosing any random keywords. No criteria for choosing these keywords. And I think our agent is ready. Using OpenAI. This is workflow. Here we go, no problem. Yeah, and my Telegram is here. So I expect output here in the Advancify. See, the last message that I got was 3:25 p.m. today, 3:25. So we are 5 p.m. Okay, East African time. So we expect some meaningful output for our agents. So this is Smart Agent YT. So I'm just going to run this, and you see currently no execution history. I'm going to run this and try. If we fall back to any error, our agent will guide us. You can see this is the current node that is running, the agent node. Ooh, there we go. Let me see. That means, okay, let me show you something. Okay, you see, only Telegram node that was running, but when you go to Slack, the last message, it's still 4:12 p.m. So that means our agent is working successfully. So that means when you go to our branch email.body doesn't contain, that one is not being given priority, it's giving priority to the second one. One smart workflow succeeded, things like this. So let me go to Telegram and see. Oh, there we go. You can see our Telegram. Hi, Evans. Here is your YouTube agent. Here is your summary. Blah, 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 blah. So the reason email is from CRIQ. Workflow. Okay. Workflow executed successfully. Email filter, count of email. So it actually it went through 50 emails. 50 in just seconds. Then matched keywords, it found keywords like successfully completed as execution, weekends, and email. So email, so it's fetching emails from where? Here. So and actually it gave us the full workflow. This is the workflow ID. It's actually giving us the workflow ID. If you need further assistance or specific actions, please let us know. All right, this is working. So our agent is working and it routed to Telegram. So that means it's working. Otherwise, our agents could not be working. See here, everything is correct. No problem so far. No issues at the moment. So that's how the agent works. Now, remember, our agent previously had no memory. It was empty. So when I click here, there we go. You can see now it has some memory here. So the next time that I execute this agent, now it will keep getting better time and time over time, over time, over time, because this one is tied to workflow. And that's how, that is the power of agents, AI agents, and how agents can really understand any user. So anyone who wants these agents, anyone who wants free access to this agent, anyone, you can share your email and then I can send you an invite to access these agents. You can share your email. Share your email. You can share your email, then I can give you access to this agent right here. I can invite you. This one is a premium agent. I can just invite you. Yeah. So basically, that's how this workflow really works like. So yeah, imagine we have created a full agent. So this agent will keep learning over time and over time. And let's say someone from your organization just comes here to agent. You see here this part here, agent. Then asks about any question about any agent, then they can get agents. For example, from the user memory, if we say it's from the user memory, I can see how many workflows I have. Let me see. So we have from the memory, it can only recall 11. Let me see. We have 17 active active workflows. So this one is learning from memory. You see this memory here? There is a memory. So let me just copy this. See the previous output. So this was a previous output, but it's on the memory. If I switch to stateless, nothing. So let me query and see if this one gives me the same answer. That was quick. Still, we have 17 workflows. And imagine I can click run this workflow because I have questions. So let me ask some random question in this agent. Let me see, what question can I ask? Do I have upcoming email, upcoming events on meetings? Let me see. Currently, I don't have access to this workflow. Okay, so this is stateless. So let me switch to memory. And because it understands my memory, yeah, you see, when I switch to memory, because remember our agent is learning, it's not just doing anything randomly. It is said, yes, you have an upcoming scheduled event at July regarding the weekends of AI. If you need more details, Queenie, what is the meeting link? Meeting link time. Let me see. Upcoming events scheduled this, however, I do not have access to specific meeting information, link information. Okay, no problem. It's 6 p.m. Our agent, remember, is still learning. What do you know? Do you know this meeting or previous similar meetings? Regardless from this, okay. Upcoming meetings. Regarding previous similar meetings, you have received emails from Attention Factory Weekends of AI indicating that blah blah blah. Yeah, give me more. There we go. Okay. Give me more. Event name, details, time, organizer, attention, previous meetings, content, emails. Okay. Do I have upcoming meetings? Okay, let me ask a random question. How many meetings upcoming? Next 21 days. In the next 21 days, I think I have this meeting because this one is from the memory. Yeah, this one is from the memory. Okay, let me see. If I switch to stateless, I'm going to fetch any meetings. Yeah, see, because it's stateless, it can't get any meetings. So for me to adjust that, the agent to understand really well, I can add the Google Calendar. I can add calendar. Okay, let me show you. Let me show you how we do this. Let me connect my calendar now. For the agent will fully understand my calendar. So the agent will fully understand my calendar because I've given it access to my calendar. Okay, okay. Very easy. So let me fetch today's events. I don't have one event today because now my calendar is active. It's no longer fetching the future. In the next 7 days, there we go. Proc skills, IQ updates. I have all these events in my calendar. Let me get a range. A range should be from tomorrow, doesn't matter the time, 7 a.m. to that is 16th. I want to get a very big range, July and August 30th. Because I know August 30th, 23 p.m., almost midnight. 23:59. Let me set this. Fetch events in this range. I have 26 events by that 1 month in my calendar. So I can test this node. And for sure, that should have taught our agent. So if I check the agent here, a user filters email from SilverIQ. Let me run this. Our agent, oops, read emails. Google Calendar, unknown action, read emails. Read emails, yeah. No problem. No problem with that. That's too easy to fix. That's too easy to fix. Otherwise, in case I have any problem, I can just ask Sarah here. You see here, you have so much agents here. Build with AI. I can tell Sarah I have a problem with the calendar node. Calendar node with this error. Then I can go to execution logs. Action read. Okay, let me verify if this calendar is well configured first. Primary ID. Calendar is configured. Then, so in case I submit this, it should be able to fix that error. Otherwise, I can talk to Sarah with this microphone here and then it will fix. Let me check my agent now. Upcoming events. So from the user memory, ask the same question. 21 from stateless. Still can't receive because it's stateless. Let me check my memory. Let me check my memory. So my memory is here. And user ask upcoming emails. Actually, I can go. You can go explore SirIQ. SirIQ is very intelligent here. You can click the source and you can see the questions and how the agent is processing task. You can see workflow failed during execution. This usually means the node inside the needs its credentials setting up. Okay. I currently do not have access. You can see the response output. Run. So the workflow needs actions. Okay. Let me see. Run the blah 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 blah. Here is the friendly response to workflow. Okay. Fine. So this is how the agents really works, and now you can train those agents to understand you. So from the user memory, I want to run the same workflow. Let me see. You remember the workflow name? List my workflows. Workflows. Okay, let me see. What What was the workflow name that we just had? Actually, I don't remember the workflow name. Oh, Smart Agent YT. So I can tell Sierra IQ, run for me, run what? Workflow. I can tell it to run that specific workflow. Imagine previously I had to click a button to run that workflow. Okay, then the workflow it could run. Now, if I tell it to run, it will give me, yeah, remember that we ran that agent and it failed. Smart agent workflow failed execution. This usually means the node inside needs to some credentials. So which node? Which node needs the credentials? I currently do not have access to the specific. Okay, no problem. So remember that agent. You remember why it failed? This smart agent here. Let me see the last time it ran. 47 seconds ago. It was correct. So remember this node is the one that is failing. Remember that node. Ignore that node. Let's go back to our agent. And I still run this agent. Okay. Let me just copy the same thing, same statement, and see if it's going to execute that workflow. While I'm seated, you can see workflow is running. Let's see what this workflow does. Let's just execute. Actually, so far, no problem. That means the agent, there we go, there we go. The agent ran successfully. So I have successfully run this workflow. And here is what I achieved. Spreadsheet, okay. Ooh, you see, actually it added some content in the spreadsheet. You remember here, spreadsheet. What time? 15th. You see, yeah, today is 15th. 15th, it added some content here. The agent is telling me it added some content in the spreadsheet. Row appended 1, columns added 21. So if you are need any more questions, why? See, it added that and it gave me the summary of the task that it did. Yeah, so that's how agents work. That's how Sierra IQ can help you work on these different agents as smooth as that. So yeah, you can, in case you have any questions, you can ask on the chat. In case you want to get the automations, you can join Sierra IQ. Make sure that you in case you want to get access to Sierra IQ, you can join Sierra IQ through the link in the chat, also in the link in the description. You have how to access Sierra IQ, and that's how you can train your own agents. You can book your own agents, and your agents can really understand whatever task that you are doing. Otherwise, you can check my inbox, you can comment, you can share your email. In case I get your email on the comment section, I will give you access to these agents for free. We give you access to these agents. The only catch is that it has some limited executions, around 50 executions. That's a lot. That's more than enough to achieve whatever task that you are really working on. Yeah, that's it for today. That's it for today for working on Sierra IQ and AI agents. So thank you guys for joining. Thank you. I hope you learned something. I hope it was exciting. It was not that technical. That's really simple. Make sure that you join CRIQ for more agents. Make sure that you subscribe as well. Thank you. See you next Wednesday, same time, same place for a different kind of agents. Yeah, that's it for today. See you next time.